Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. An Honorable Mamtina and team. Ahmad Yani was born in Jenar Purworejo on 19 June 1922 to the Wongsorejo family, a family that worked at a sugar factory run by a Dutch owner. In 1927, Yani moved with his family to Batavia, where his father now worked for a Dutch general. At Batavia, Yani worked his way through primary and secondary education. In 1940, Yani left high school to undergo compulsory military service in the army of the Dutch East Indies colonial government. He initially trained to be a Navy seaman. He studied military topography in Malang as Java, but this education was interrupted by the arrival of the invading Japanese in the 1942. At the same time, Yani and his family moved back to Central Java. In 1943, he joined the Japanese-sponsored PETA Army and underwent further training in Magelang as an artillery officer. After completing this training, Yani enlisted to be trained as a PETA platoon commander and was transferred to Bogor, West Java to receive his training. Upon completion, he was sent back to Magelang as an instructor. With the Indonesian military. After independence, Yani joined the army of the fledgling republic and fought against the Dutch. During the first month after the declaration of independence, Yani formed a battalion with himself as commander and led it to the victory against the British at Magelang. Yani then followed this up by successfully defending Magelang against the Dutch when it tried to take over the city, earning him nickname of the Savior of Magelang. Another notable highlight of Yanni's career during this time period was the series of guerrilla offensives he launched in early 1949 to distract the Dutch with Lieutenant Colonel Suharto prepared for the One March General Offensive, which was to be directed at Yogyakarta and its suburbs. Indonesia independence was recognized by the Dutch. Yani was transferred to Tegal, Central Java in 1952. He was called back into action to fight the Darul Islam, a group of rebels seeking to establish a theocracy in Indonesia. To deal with this rebel group, Yani formed a special force group called the Banteng Riders. The decision to call in Yani paid dividends, and over the next 3 years, Darul Islam force in Central Java suffered the defeat after another. In December 1955, Yani left for the United States to study at the Command and General Staff College for Leavenworth, Kansas, returning in 1956. Yani was transferred to the Army headquarters in Jakarta, where he became a staff mem- member of General Abdul Haris Nasution. At the Army headquarters, Yani served as logistic assistant to the Army Chief of Staff before becoming Deputy Army Chief of Staff for Organization and Personnel. In the Augustus in August 19, 1958, he commanded Operation 17 August against the revolutionary government of the Republic of Indonesia, rebel in West Sumatra. His troops managed to recapture Padang and Bukit Tinggi, and his success led to his being promoted to Second Deputy Army Chief of Staff on 1 September 1962, and then Army Chief of Staff on 13 November 1963. During his main army commander, that unfortunate event happened. General Wu famously anti the communist doctrine on October 1st, 1965, when he Dawn was abducted and shot by the PKI in front of her bedroom, and into the autumn in search led by Suharto, former president, who was then still serving as Kostrad. Her body was found buried in the Crocodile Hole in one old well along with 6 other bodies. Ahmad Yani body was buried at the Heroes Cemetery. He died as a hero of the revolution. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.